My name is Sailor Cromwell and I'm speaking in front of my Chemistry 2 class. Imagine yourself walking on a tightrope between two of the tallest skyscrapers in the world to only look down and fall to your death. Imagine yourself completely paralyzed laying in the dark and thousands of spiders and/or snakes crawl all over you. Imagine being completely trapped in an elevator for days, weeks, months at a time and no one being able to rescue you. If you were at least slightly creeped out by these things, you might just have a phobia. Everyone feels anxious from time to time, whether it's a job interview or a first date. But when this fear becomes so completely irrational that you can't even think of it, you might have just developed a phobia. A phobia is an extreme or irrational fear of something. Phobias date back all the way to the Greek gods. There was a Greek god of war named Phobos. He was apparently so frightening that warriors would paint his face on their shields to scare people away. The first modern description was found in the Oxford English Dictionary in 1786, which read, "A fear of an imaginary evil or an undue fear of a real one." It was then later placed in the diagnostic category in the International Classification of Diseases in 1947. With that being said, many psychological experiments was made to categorize the phobias into three specific parts. The first one is specific phobia. It's more of a persistent fear. That's things such as spiders, clowns, heights. These fears typically run in families. You can lose and gain them in your life, such as if you're a child, you can be scared of the dark and then progressively lose that fear. Or as you get older, you can progressively gain a fear, such as fear of death. The second category is a social phobia. That's a fear of being publicly humiliated or embarrassed. These people typically have lower self-esteem and feel a sense of inferiority to other humans. These people typically drop out of school, they have little to no friends, and remain unemployed. The last category is agoraphobia. This is a phobia of being able to escape from something easily. Things such as big crowds of people, you can't escape that easily, or escaping an elevator. This phobia causes people to have panic attacks, and the phobia, agoraphobia, is a fear of panic attacks. These people are typically afraid to leave their house. So there's two ways to overcome a phobia. One is medication. You can take antidepressants such as Celexa, Paxil, Prozac, Lexapro, Zoloft, and those are things which are taken for social phobias. People like lecturers, musicians, people that are afraid of that have stage fright typically take beta blockers. A beta blocker is typically taken for blood pressure in large doses, but if you take it in a small dosage, then it calms your anxiety levels. The second type of therapy is exposure therapy. That's pretty self-explanatory. They typically just bring something that you're scared of in. It's an exposure to your fear without intentions of danger. So if you're scared of dogs, then they're of course going to bring a nice dog. Thanks to extended research, we understand phobias and we know how to overcome them. In contrast, thanks to natural selection, without fears and phobias, our species might not be alive today.